Hey, how do you act when you're corrected? Hi, I'm Mike Henry Sr., the Follower of One. Thanks for joining me again today on the Follower of One podcast. Today we're in Proverbs chapter 9, and the verse that I've chosen is verse 8. I'm reading from the New American Standard Bible. Do not reprove a scoffer, or he will hate you. Reprove a wise man, and he will love you. The scoffer is a reference to a lazy person. Do not correct someone who's lazy or someone who doesn't want to work, because he will hate you. Reprove a wise man, and he will love you. When we correct a wise person or somebody who's humble, then they appreciate that correction. They learn from it and they move forward. But when we correct someone who's lazy or who doesn't care, then basically they hate us. And that's part of the reason why you have to be careful, I think, where you give advice. I read a book one time, and a character in that book said that all unsolicited advice was received as criticism. And so I always ask, but when I want to flip this around, because I want to be the kind of person who reacts well when I'm corrected or when I'm given instruction. Reproof is correction. So if someone corrects me, if someone tells me to do things differently because I'm doing them wrong, or points out some facts or information that I wasn't aware of, I need to humbly receive that information and let it change me. To the degree that I'm defensive, I'm probably being lazy or selfish or arrogant. I'm this scoffer because I don't want the other news. And so if I get corrected and I receive it harshly, I'm being a scoffer. I'm acting like a lazy person who doesn't care about the kind of work they do. And when I can receive it humbly and allow it to correct me, when I receive it well, then I'm proving that I'm a wise man. I can be wise by the way I accept correction. I think this is a great challenge for us as marketplace Christians. We have this opportunity to do something with our faith, to take chances interacting with people. And when we're corrected, let's be wise people. Let's listen to that correction. Let's appreciate the correction. We may or may not take the advice or the correction or the suggestions that are made to us. We have some freedom to choose how we react when we are corrected. But if we can react with humility, we will love those who correct us. And I think that's a challenge for me. It's a real challenge for me because I want to be defensive. And so I think this matters a lot in the way that we show up in our workplaces or in our classrooms today. If we're wrong, let's take it responsibly. Let's appreciate the correction. It helped make us right. If we come at it with hatred, then we're simply identifying ourselves as a scoffer, as someone who doesn't want to be corrected, as somebody who doesn't really care. We follow Jesus Christ, and therefore every interaction that we have, every action that we take is something that we can do with care, because Jesus is working in and through us to make a difference in the lives of other people, and that difference will last forever. And so that's why it's important how we live, and that's why I'm going through the Proverbs. Thanks for joining us on this podcast. Today, I want to also thank you for being a marketplace Christian, for considering how your faith can make a difference in the lives of the people that you work with. Remember, what we do because we follow Jesus matters forever. Jesus uses it in the lives of others. And so let's be the kind of people today who accept correction and do it with love so that we can be wise and understand and glorify God better. Thanks very much.